We're hugging Rackle.
We sold our house, we sold our cars, and we sold all of our stuff
So we could travel the world full-time.
while working full-time.
We are just average people who have always wanted to see the world.
Come follow along while we listen to the greatest hits.
People want to know, how do we do this? How can you afford to do this? You guys rich? Have a lot saved? Well, let me just say, the short of it is, not owning a house, not owning 2 cars, and not paying all of the stuff that goes along with both of those, which can be quite expensive. Once we crunched the numbers and were setting a budget for traveling, realized that we could actually save money being not at home. It's the beauty of our lives. We can do pretty much anything. As long as we're within a distance of where we want to go and we can walk there, we're in. This is a life that most people could have if they really wanted to. They're willing to pare down all the junk, get rid of all the stuff, which, to be honest, was a little bit hard at first. Going through 25 years of a house and getting rid of mostly everything was hard, but it was also very liberating, and it was nice to not have all the stuff that just collects under your bed or in the closet or in the garage anyways. Letting things go is probably number one. You have to let things go if you want to do this. For us, not retired. So Hugh still works regular job that he's always had. So we do have money coming in. That's not, Social Security or retirement stuff. Here, he doesn't work until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which means we literally have all day to do anything, even if we get up late, because he does have to work until 1. So
and
we do get up later.
That changes by country. Any way you slice it, it's the best work schedule you could possibly have, because every single day you get a good 4 to 6 hours, depending on when you get up, of just wandering, relaxing, daytime hours.
And I don't think I've walked this much in my entire life, like ever. Yesterday, we walked everywhere. 10 miles in one day. So my feet were tired, but it was amazing and fun. And we saw a bunch of stuff that we hadn't seen yet. And we literally just walked 10 miles. I think I've ever walked 10 miles in one day. The exercise is good. If we would quit eating junk and being stupid, then it would be good. But, we're not. So here we are.
From my lifestyle perspective, it's a very healthy thing to be a digital nomad and to not own a vehicle and to walk everywhere. That's a choice too. You can use public transportation.
Sure.
Every place we go has great public transportation. We don't use it.
No.
We just walk.
So what's our biggest month so far mileage-wise walking?
115 miles.
You heard that right. Did you hear that? 115 miles in 4 weeks. 4 weeks. 115 miles. I didn't think I was capable of walking that much in 1 month, to be honest, because that seems like a lot. I mean, when you drive 150 miles, there's a lot. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. All right.
Yeah, her word really works. The crazy word actually works in this case.
He makes fun of me for saying crazy all the time, but it kind of works a lot, actually. So for this especially, 115 miles in 4 weeks. I'm sorry, but that's crazy. So we're enjoying it. We're not in good shape, but we're better than we were because we're doing a lot of walking. Peanuts aren't bad, right? If we're going to do a snack, it's fairly healthy, I guess. It's better than chocolate or something else. But so for us, we live our normal life elsewhere. That's pretty much all there is to it. And to be honest, we save money every month living in these amazing places and not owning the house and the cars and all that. This amazingly beautiful Airbnb that we have that is a 2-bedroom with this beautiful balcony that overlooks the pedestrian area and is within walking distance of literally everything. Less than $1,400.
We literally spend less money every month.
Even the expensive months.
We spend less money than we did in our old life at just our house.
Doing nothing fun, just kind of hanging out and living normal life where Hugh would work regular hours during the day, and by the time he's done with work, we're too tired to do anything, so we just sit around and watch Netflix all night. This is why we're doing what we're doing, because for rent, which you don't have to pay utilities or water or electricity, you don't have to pay anything else, just the whatever it is that you're paying for the Airbnb. We don't pay for cars, or which means insurance, gas, and everything that goes along with the cars, which means what we're doing, we're still saving money. It's just, I'm going to use my favorite word, crazy. It's scary thinking about selling all your stuff, or not having a house, or not having your cars, or traveling the world and not really knowing anything about any of these places you're going to. It's scary. But if we were talking to ourselves months ago before we did this, we would probably say, don't be scared. You're going to love it, and it's all going to be worth it. And there's nothing to be scared about. You're living your life. You're just living it somewhere else. Just a little encouragement for anybody who might be thinking, how do they do that? Could I do that? This is us telling you, you could. Just about anybody could. If you're a picky person, if you're very finicky about everything, about things that have to be a certain way, probably not the life for you. You do have to be flexible. You do have to realize that not all your Airbnbs are going to be perfect. They just aren't. You have to realize things just aren't going to be exactly the way you want them, like ever. So flexibility is a very large prerequisite for this lifestyle. Definitely. If you're not a flexible person, probably shouldn't do it. But if you are, or if you could be, look into it, do yourself a budget, and just see what you could do, because we do not regret a second of it. We miss our friends. We miss our family. That is the hardest part. Other than that, we don't regret it at all. We love it. We enjoy it. We make the most of it, even when it's not great. So the most expensive part is getting from, for us, it was United States over to Europe. That was the most expensive part. Once you're here, traveling between places, it can be expensive if you want to go like from one end of Europe to the other. It obviously could be expensive, but there's trains, there's buses, there's airplanes if you can pick places closer together and work your way across Europe. There's ways to do it, and there's far more inexpensive Airbnbs pretty much everywhere. Our girls are doing the same thing, and they usually can get Airbnbs where they are for under $500 a month, so $250 each. They could not do that in the United States, like anywhere, and they still get to see stuff and do stuff and whatever. Their lives are different than ours because they're young and they're, figuring things out. We're old. Hugh's got a pretty steady job he's had forever, but that just shows you that you can go much, much less expensive if you want to. Most of the time, from what I can see, pretty much anywhere over here, you could fit into your budget. You don't have to make it expensive, but food, even in Rome, food was less expensive than in America. Everywhere we've been, literally everywhere so far, has been less expensive. Food-wise, rent-wise, travel-wise, insurance, any of that. It's all less expensive than America. We love America. I'm sure we'll go back and live there at some point, but it's sad to me that it's so expensive and so hard to live there. So if you're struggling and you'd like to see the world, do it. What's the worst can happen? You don't like it and you want to go home. There you go. You know it doesn't work for you and you go back. Don't think you'd regret it. And there are so many cool places to see over here. And the old stuff is just crazy. I'm all about the ruins and the 2,000-year-old everything. It's just amazing. And if you're not into that, there's all kinds of other stuff you could see or do or not. Just live if you want. So, you didn't ask, but I'm telling you anyways.